Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey! Hey!
We're funded by you, our listeners, and by the Boston Foundation, attracting a certain kind of philanthropist, generous but pragmatic. The Boston Foundation welcomes these men and women and helps them create systemic change through charitable asset management, grant-making, and policy leadership. Learn more at tbf.org/solve.
This is 90.9 WBUR and WBUR.org. The best way to hear more news and less fundraising on WBUR is by giving today. Contribute now and you could win a trip or two to Australia, courtesy of Great Beyond Adventures. Don't miss out. Call 800-909-9287.
WBUR supporters include Flora Restaurant, decorated to celebrate the season of gathering and good cheer. Private holiday parties welcome. Arrangements at 781-641-1664. And Hope Framers, Back Bay and Union Square, Somerville. Museum-grade custom frames made in their workshop.
What do you think you're doing?
Artists and businesses. StanhopeFramers.com.
No.
It's here and now. In 2007, Nelson Mandela formed a Council of Elders. Former President Jimmy Carter, human rights activists like Muhammad Yunus, Kofi Annan, to work on seemingly intractable problems like AIDS and climate change. Mary Robinson, the former president of Ireland, was also picked as a member of the council, but she had interacted with Nelson Mandela before, when she was the UN High Commissioner on Human Rights. The commission was scheduled to hold a conference on race in Durban, South Africa in 2001, but in the lead-up, things were not going well. Iran had asked for language in the documents condemning Israel on issues of race. Robinson felt she needed a vision statement to send the signal that the conference would not be about pointing fingers and blame. Kofi Annan of the UN refused to sign the statement. Robinson worried that meant he was distancing himself from what was shaping up as a troubled conference. But she asked Nelson Mandela to sign it alongside her, and he did. And eventually so did 80 other world leaders. Mary Robinson joins us on the line from Dublin. Mary, thank you so much.
I'm happy to.
Well, on a very sad day, though. Just, can you try to explain what it meant that next to your name was the signature of his?
Well, you see, he was not only open to it, but he said that that's a great idea because I also want to launch the South African Plan of Action for Human Rights. And we stood beside each other on the steps of their parliamentary building, their government building, and launched the 50th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, 10th of December 1997. And as we were standing there formally, some of the mischievous Nelson Mandela came out because he turned to me and said, Mary, you know, there was a time when some people called me a terrorist. It was a great honor to be invited to be one of his